Right, we want to disconnect the battery, disconnect the negative cable using an 8mm ratchet wrench or a wrench. And slide that out of the way. Right, just take this cover off, use an 8mm socket, take this bolt out, and slide it off. Now I'm going to take this panel off. I'm going to use a 10mm socket, take these two bolts out, and then I'll use a ratchet wrench to take that back one out. If you could fit your ratchet and socket in here, you can use that, but slide that out. Now I'm going to remove this nut, use a 10mm socket. And then I can grab this wiring harness and just slide it out of the way. Now I'm going to disconnect the electrical connectors for the fuel injectors. Now there's a little lock tab right here. You just slide this up, just like that, and then you should be able to push the button on the injector, on the connector. There's a little button, and that releases the connector. Right, now this vacuum hose that goes to the valve cover, or like a PCV hose, slide this up and out of the way. You can just use a pick, just around here, and wiggle that off. Now I'm going to take these bolts off of the fuel rail. There's two on this side, two on the other, using an 8mm socket. Now I'm going to bleed off the fuel pressure in the line. Just take this cap off. And then there's a Schrader valve right there. Just take a rag and a straight blade screwdriver. Just cover it up with the rag and then push on the Schrader valve. Just watch your eyes. And not too much pressure came out, so that was good. I'll just put that cap back on. And then we can disconnect the fuel line. There's a little clip that holds this on. You just pry that up and slide it out. Then you're going to need a special disconnect tool to disconnect this fuel line. Just slides over the hose right here, and you should probably wear safety glasses while you're doing this. Push the tool in and then slide the hose off, and there we go. If you have any dirt around the fuel injectors itself, you're going to want to use a blowgun and try to remove that dirt as much as possible. This one looks pretty clean. And then just grab the fuel rails and just wiggle them a little bit while you pry up. Just like that. And just slide it out. Before you take any of the fuel injectors off, you want to drain as much fuel out of here as possible. Put this in a drain bucket, flip it over, and then tip it upside down and just work it back and forth. Try to get more fuel out of this. Now I can take a straight blade screwdriver, and there's a clip right here. Just get behind the clip and slide the clip out. Whoops. Now with the clip off, now I can grab the injector and just slide it out. You might get some fuel come out of there. Now I'll take the new fuel injector. I'm just going to take a little bit of transmission fluid and lubricate the O-ring. You could use engine oil, or you can actually use O-ring lubricant. I would not use silicone on this though, a silicone lubricant. And then slide it in position. Lock it in place. And take the clip, line the clip up, and the clip is going to go like this. And the clip kind of lines up a certain way. Oops, I don't have it lined up right. There we go. That's lined up. And then I'll do the same with the other ones. Now all the injectors are in. Now just, again, on these O-rings, just lubricate them. You can use a little bit of engine oil or some transmission fluid. And line the rail up. Now, just take a look at the ports where the injectors go into the intake. If there's any dirt or debris, just wipe that away. Everything looks good on this one. And just line it up. Those look like they're all lined up. Then you can just push them down. Just wiggle them a little bit as you push them down. Don't put too much force on it. And once those are all the way down, then just take the fuel line and lock it back in place. And then you can put that lock on and just slide that over and lock it down. Now you're going to take the bolts, put some thread locking compound on the bolts, and then put them back in. And then torque these bolts to 89 inch-pounds. Now take this tube, it goes to the valve cover. Put that back in position. That's good. You can connect all the connectors for the injectors. And push down on the locks once you plug it in. And push down to lock them in place. Now take the wiring harness and reposition it. And put this bracket over the stud. That looks good. Take the nut, get the nut started, and tighten it down. Now take this bracket, line it up. Take the bolts, get the bolts started, and tighten them down. Now take this cover and slide it back in position. Get the bolts started. Snug it down. Now we can hook up the battery, line it up, get it started, and snug it up. Just make sure it's not loose. That's good.